Randy,
What?
you're on.
Well, I need some privacy, Amanda.
Put that candy bar down.
My candy bar got left in the truck today, and it's all, look, it's all. Oh, and I'm on the toilet. I'm on the Nature's Head toilet, compost. Hang on a minute, I'll be done just a minute. Look at it, it melted on me today. I eat dark chocolate. Wait a minute, it's got a little hair. Look, you see that hair in there?
Put that up.
All right.
Oh, Lord.
God. Incredible Tiny Homes, Wednesday night. I'm so pumped up. Don't I say that all the time? Look here. This is a Nature's Head toilet. Okay? I showed this once before, and we got a lot of people that loved what we did. And because really, a lot of people don't know a lot about compost toilets. We're not stuck on Nature's Head. Nature's Head has been really good, to a lot of the folks that bought them from us. There's several other ones out there. We sell this one because we like the feedback that we've gotten back from our customers. That's the only reason why we went with it. I've owned an incinerator toilet where it just burns everything. I mean, you turn it on and it just boom, burns it. But it takes like tons of electricity, and if you go outside, it sounds like just a jet airplane's taking off from the house for like 20 minutes, and then it smells not like stuff; it smells like other stuff. So anyway, I didn't like it. And then the coils in the incinerator toilet is just like a burner. It's just like a toaster, and it just burns it up. And the fan, and it's like, and then stuff gets on the coils, and you gotta scrape them, and you gotta pull out the ashes and clean the pan, and it just rusts.
It had a weird smell.
Wow. Anyway, I thought that was way more. The concept sounds great. Burn it, boom, gone, and it doesn't just disappear. So it's like you know what? You need a urn. What was it? Urn? What do you do when you get burned up in ashes and you
What
put
do you say? An urn?
Urn. When you put an urn in your, you still have part of you in an urn. We can put your stuff in an urn. All right. This is the compost toilet right here.
Oh God.
Right? And I want to show you how it works. That was rude.
Very.
Here we go. Now, you get this. I just pulled it out of the box. Okay. First of all, I'm like massive strong, so don't try this at home. All right. So, it's a composite plastic material. All right. I'm assuming. I'm not a scientist, and it doesn't say what it's made out of. But this is the lid, and this is right here when you want to use this big guy. Now, I'm going to open it up in a minute, but see this valve? So, when you're getting ready to do the number, okay, and you feel like it's just getting ready to just really, okay, just here you hit the trap door. There you go.
Stop.
Why? There you go. Now, look at these two holes up front.
What is that?
Ooh, that's a good question. Look, I got chocolate on my fingers, and I put it in the toilet.
Oh.
Look, those two holes are for the urine. Okay? All of us, male, female, Homo sapiens, okay? You got to be an upright animal, and we're all built anatomically. Urine goes straight out, and the solids go this way. So it's kind of like, so if you go, liquid goes this way, solids goes this way, that's the way that's made. Okay? So, when this one, all right, when you got that ready, it all goes right here. I know it sounds so gross, doesn't it? And then your urine goes into this container. Let me show you.
Okay.
Right here, you flip this up, look, flip it. Now, that's a lot of urine in there, and you're not going to smell it. It's very well sealed up with this rubber gasket, okay? So, you're going to lift this up. When you lift this up, you can take your urine out. And it has a lid on it, put a screw lid. As you all know, urine's sterile, okay? You can dispose of this anywhere. It's sterile, which means clean. It's not going to hurt the environment. It's not going to hurt anything, all right? The thing is just contending with it. So, but that's what you do with a compost toilet. You have to get rid of this stuff, all right? So, but see
Which
this
is
rubber?
going to take a long time to fill that up, right?
Take a long time. I don't know. I mean, you know, you drink a gallon of water a day, but this right here, okay, is a washer. See that? And that prevents any smell.
You pull it down again.
Yeah, see that?
Oh, yeah. Boing, boing, boing.
That's a rubber gasket that keeps it from coming out any kind of odor.
Oh.
And keep this closed, right? Now, also, let me show you. We open this up, and I'll show you the guts to this thing. Folds all the way back. Inside, this is the way it comes. You have this. You have this. Oh my God, so complicated. We put this all together for you when we get it. Spray. All right. Now, this hose, this is a vent. And we put this under the house or in the back of the house, or under. We like to put ours under so you don't see it. It comes up through the floor. And then this hose goes here on this side, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Nope. It goes on this side. Hey, show them right in and out. They can see right inside. There's a black fan inside there. There it is. You can't really see it.
Oh, yeah.
There's a fan. Okay. There's a fan. Actually, it fits right inside this little area. It's a little round fan that fits inside here. Okay, it's super small. It can run off DC, okay, battery. But you put the hose on this side. This comes up through the floor. You put that on there like that. Constantly running, and you never hear the fan. It's super small. But what it does is it causes air to run through this and causes all the smell to go outside all the time. The biggest thing about compost toilets is keeping your water and your solids separate. Okay? So you want your water, you want solids, keep them separate, and then the solids will dry super fast.
So the fan dries it out. You do not have to put sawdust or shavings.
I'm not done talking.
Oh, okay. Puffed up.
If the moon was made of ribs, would you eat it? If the moon was made of ribs, just answer the question.
And we'll move on.
We'll move on. You use coconut shavings.
Okay.
You ever eat a coconut shell?
Well, what? No.
It's so dry.
Why would I do
It's
that?
so dry. I mean, coconut shavings, it's so dry.
Why are you chewing it?
So you put coconut shavings in there that absorbs any moisture on it, just a little bit. Unless you've had Mexican, and you're going to need more coconut shavings, okay?
My.
Or you use peat moss or sawdust. Sawdust has got to be the finer it is, it absorbs it up, okay?
So, is it already down in there? Like, you just put it in there one time. You don't do it every time you go to the bathroom. Like, you put the, you know?
All right. Coconut shaving. Coconut shaving. Peat moss, okay? This a little bit at a time. And look here. You take this. This is a handle. I don't want to bust this out yet. This handle goes on the side of this right here, right? And then look inside the top. This agitator inside here. See, it turns. Okay, and what that does is that mixes all the sawdust and all the solids up, or the coconut shavings. It mixes it up. Composting is the same thing as when you had your vegetables compost at home and all that stuff. You got a compost bin out in the backyard with just vegetables. It's the same thing. You want to dry it out as quick as you can. Normally a compost bin would be a round trash can so horizontally, and you would turn it occasionally to just keep it dried out. That's what this is. So you're turning it. It's got a fan through it. I think, what was it, our 5th or 6th home, if that. The young couple out of Nashville bought it. I don't want to say their name on here for privacy, but they were so terrified of a compost toilet. They'd never used one. They said, no, it grosses them out. They researched Nature's Head. They bought it. I called them 3 months later. They had not emptied it in 3 months.
Wow.
Now, they had emptied the urine a bunch, and he said he just took it out. And he'd never done this before, ever. You know, he was kind of I took it as someone who had not lived like that or taken that in, maybe more of an urban dweller, they take it. And he would take this stuff and dump it out in the weeds, you know. But he said it was awesome because it was all right there in over 3 months. Now, the thing is, you're going to take this. Let's say, you know, we had Greek last night, and it's all done, about ready to dump.
Oh.
Down there in the bottom, where we agitated it, it's been in there for a month or 2 months. It's done composted, but you put fresh on top of that. So you still don't have a full composting bin here. It still has to sit.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah.
So what you do, you can you unsnap this. These are bolted to the floor. It's got brackets, you bolt it to the floor. Look, you slide that off, right?
Okay.
Take your urine out. I know this is really, it's off-grid. It's not just the prettiest thing in the world.
Oh, you take that whole thing?
You take it outside.
Oh, okay.
You know? And then you're going to dump it, right? You're going to dump it in your compost bin. Okay, so everything in there is about composted except for maybe the last few times you've used it. You're going to put it in the compost bin that will finish it out. Okay, so you're going to have a compost bin almost like a small trash can, a size trash can. It'll rotate and get air. It'll blow through there, and now you've got an actual real composting bin that you can use on your flowers and trees and stuff like that around. And there's no smell. It'll be all done. And then you go back and it's containing with it. It's you don't have a septic system. This is your entire municipality right here, right here. Okay. Clean that back out.
But you don't have to have a septic. You don't have to. Yeah. And
I'll tell you the benefits of that here just in a second. But off grid, look at my body, how I'm using it. I'm having to squat, bend up, move, go, think. Off grid is about moving. It's about being physical. It's about not sweating, but it's about doing stuff. They always say, hey, you know why you need to get a dog when you're older? To get your butt outside and walk up and down the road instead of sitting there watching Incredible Tiny Homes all the time, okay?
That's a bad example.
That's not a good thing?
That's not a good example.
Here you go.
Everybody needs to be watching.
Put it all back together.
Okay.
All right. Just like that. And we are back and ready for another. See these latches? Just latch it down. Keeps all the smell and the odor out. It's almost like changing the gerbil cage, you know? Yeah. Shut the old door. You're good to go. Isn't that awesome? Yep. And these are your parts for that. Nature's Head. Nature's Head. You can read this while you're, setting the old. And then if you got chocolate that's been in the truck too long.
Randy.
Oh. While you're sitting on the Nature's Head.
Stop.
All right. I'm going to put this back and I'm going to show you. Put all my stuff back in there.
Vanessa wants to know how hard is the top part to keep clean?
Top part. Oh, you mean the right there?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what kind of aim you are, you know? I mean, I'd put a bullseye on that thing and we'd be set to go.
Nancy Smith's calling it a litter box.
Litter. That's right. That's a litter box.
That's funny.
Yeah, you know what? It is what it is.
You gotta get in there and clean it.
Yeah. And you're going to use toilet paper, and so there is some, you getting used to it. I'm sure you're not going to be dead center every time, and it is what it is. So that's the compost toilet.
Jenny wants to know, do they ever clean the toilet after they dump the solids? Is it like...
Well, me personally, I don't think that's a rule of thumb or anything. I think me personally, I would clean it out, get fresh again, swirl it, clean it, done. Yeah, why not, Clean it back up and start fresh again. Yeah. In all honesty, I have not used the compost toilet. We will be using them. We're all moving, probably going to be over there on the property. Either we're going to be living there part-time, full-time. We're going to have homes there. We're going to have all kinds of cool stuff. And that's a part of our jamboree I'll tell you about tonight. We're going to have our jamboree. And our jamboree is different. Our jamboree is an incredible tiny home community that you'll be seeing in full-blown action. We're hoping to have several homes there. Now, several, I mean, right now I think we've got at least 5 or 6 planned. by October, I'm hoping we'll have a dozen, maybe 2 dozen people already living there that you guys can tour and talk to the homeowners. But I'll more of that later.
Real quick, the price.
The price of these right here, we sell these for $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that's us installing it.
We install it, we put it in, and it is a complete sewer system. You know, these kind of things like that. If you wanted the sewer system put inside your house, you know, several $1,000s. It's not just that. You know what it does? It gives you the mobility to be somewhere. Like on this property that we're going, with our water system, the sewer system, and the power system with the solar that I'll show you later on when we get John's putting all this out, the solar and our water system together to share with you. You can park this home anywhere. Anywhere. I'm talking, we can just tote it with a tractor back in the woods, right? Park it, level it, and you're done. You don't need a power line, water line, sewer line. You don't need anything. And that's the beauty of it. You know, so if you wanted to be, you bought some property, right? You bought some property up in Maine or somewhere on a lake or somewhere that has no utilities. You know, you buy it from a realtor and they say, well, there's 25 acres. There's no power, water, or sewer. Big deal. Cut some trees down, get this house back in there, and you're done. You know, down in Southwest Texas, I'd love to have a place down there. There's nothing there but beautiful desert. Park it right there. And our water reclamation system is, once you start with 400 or 500 gallons, buy that, fill it up. Then when it rains, it circulates. But we reclaim the gray water now. We've got a system we'll show you that we reclaim the shower water. We reclaim the dishwater, you know, and it goes back into the drinking water through a beautiful filtration system that we got, and we're going to share that with you. So that helps in any arid climate.
So I have a question. If you do the reclaimed water system, then I don't know. But if you do that, can you have a standard toilet, or you still have to have a compost?
Still have to have a compost.
Still have to have compost. Okay.
Yeah, that's for drinking water.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, and this is for, now if you don't have this, you got to have a sewer system.
I see. Mm-hmm.
You know? Okay? Now, next thing I want to show you is this is what we're putting on every single home. Look at this Mac Daddy. Now that wire right there is almost an inch in diameter. Okay, this was made for a 50 amp plug. 50 amps. 4 prongs. So if you got a camper, you're going an RV, this will plug into the RV pole. Mm-hmm. This right here plugs into the house. And this right here is the receptacle that we mount on your home. So we'll mount that flush with the wall, and we've got one out there I'll show you tonight. We've got one, it mounts in here. You'll take this, you screw it on, right? Mm-hmm. And then you run this hose all the way. If you're in an RV park, you plug it into an RV. If you're in a permanent setting, you can use this as a permanent setting. This is 25 feet. We can get them longer, but we standard, I think, are 25. John ordered them. Waterproof, all right? Now, we can use that same plug to go a 30 amp. So you say, I don't need 50 amp. Most people don't need a 50 amp. We can use a 50 amp, a 30 amp, or a 110. 110. Most of them are all 110, no more than 15 or 20 amps. You can roll it down. But if you go to an RV park, and then also there's an adapter on that plug that goes down to a 110. You don't have to have that crazy configuration. You can have the one that fits in a regular outlet. That's what I mean by 110, right here.
Okay.
The 3 prongs. Okay, so you can take, and I'll show you. There's one. No, we just delivered that with the Bly.
Yeah.
And what Bryce had one. So you'll take an adapter that fits on that, plug into a receptacle. I've got a lady, Mary. I don't know if she watches or not, but Mary has got electric water heater. She's got a mini split, all her lights, and she's on a number 12 wire. Okay, this is a regular wire we put in the walls, stretched 100 feet, plugged into an outlet like that. Is that not amazing? They don't really consume a lot of energy. So, love this idea. This is standard.
I was going to ask you, is it extra?
This is standard on every home. We are providing this on every single home now.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Next subject, water heaters. Okay, everybody? This is your standard electric water heater. We get these, you can get them from any of your local hardware store. building products, building, what do they call them? Building places like Lowe's and
Supply
Home Depot.
places or something? I don't know.
Okay.
Home improvement.
DIY.
Home
DIY
improvement.
stores. Home improvement stores.
Yeah.
This is your typical electric water heater. Now, as it says here, let me say it, on the box, it's a 19 gallons. All right, so this thing will hold, all this is a container in here, like a big old bucket, a big bowl inside of the lid and everything, and a cylinder, and it holds 19 gallons of water.
Okay.
Okay, so we're saying, how does that heat water, Randy? Well, I'm about to show you. All right, Tom Cruise.
How does that heat water, Randy?
All right, right here. This
Quiet.
is the electricity right here. This it goes electricity. Down here, that electric goes right to here and here on each side. There's a black on this side, white on this side. Those two go all the way up there. So now when you hook electricity, the regular electricity like God made over there everybody uses, okay? Yeah, it goes down to here. These wires, we've taken them off for instructional purposes. These wires go down here. So electricity would go through a thermostat. The thermostat you set. See this little dial? Mm-hmm. Can you see it? That little dial, let me get out of the way.
Yeah.
See, that little dial is the temperature gauge right here. Mm-hmm. So if you want it hotter or colder, look, you turn this. Let me turn it. You turn that.
I see.
All right? So if I want it hot, I want to scald you. You turn it up. I want it not so hot. Turn it there. Now, but it takes a good amount of electricity to run this. Let's see. 120 volts. Maximum air pressure. Let's see. Total watts is 1,500.
150? What
Yeah.
is that 150 there?
Where's 150?
Go to the right there.
Pressure, working pressure. So total watts, I think it's 15 amps. So it's going to take 15 amps to run. Now, if you wanted, I think this is my deal. That's what I want to tell everybody tonight. Mm-hmm. When we first did these, we had an off-grid home. How come you can't run this off-grid? There's no way. It takes too much electricity. I mean, it's like zzz, it's burning. And this, believe it or not, this is how it works. Swear to God. All right, you got full of water, right? Inside there. This right here is your heating element. So you got black and a white, and electricity runs through here, and because you got a black and white, this gets hot. It's hot. Okay? So when it gets hot, what does it do? It's surrounded by water inside here. So your water gets to a certain temperature. Remember this? It gets to that temperature, and then it kicks off. Oh. So if you got it set for 120 degrees, it'll get to a thermostat like your house furnace and just cuts off. What I like about this is you can take a standard old water heater that you can get anywhere, take this thermostat out, and throw it away. But don't litter. Okay. Discard it in a proper source. Then you can get one just like it, and it's for DC, for a battery, right? So you take, no, I don't, just don't get confused. You take this, look here.
Okay,
Look here, I got a new one.
Okay.
And this one runs from direct current, which is a battery, like a car battery. Okay. So I can stick that right in there, right? I'm gonna stick it back, tighten her down.
Okay.
Put my wires back on there, right? Boop, boop, done.
Oh, okay.
Up here, I'm gonna hook this to my car battery. Yeah. This is how solar is. Hook it to a battery.
Oh.
So if you got solar batteries all along here, it will make it a little bit simpler and it'd be more prettier to hook it up with wires. But essentially, what you're doing is you take these two wires and you go to a battery.
Oh.
Now, if I'm out in Arizona, I ain't got no hot waters, and it's cold, and it's a cold night, I can bring my truck up here, hook it up. My truck battery would heat my water, and I got me a warm shower to go to sleep. Ain't that awesome? That's what this could do. Now, what I like about this is that if you're solar hooked up, you have no propane to give you water. And I like it. You don't need propane, as everybody knows, is not renewable, right? You have to go get propane. You got to go get gas and oil and all that. You've got to get that. That's an energy cell. It's an energy source that you have. This baby right here with that new element runs on God. Okay? So God's heating up your water for you. You just got to God's putting all that energy right there in that battery, and you just put that thing in there and suck it up, and you've got electricity running your hot water heater. And I like about it because you won't run out of propane. I'm going to show you a tankless water heater.
And Jennifer said, and you only have to run it till the water is hot, then you can turn it off, right?
Now listen, let's say, yes, there's two ways of running this.
Okay.
If you got it inside, let's say I get up, it's in the morning, and I haven't had solar yet. I'm leaving for work and it's dark, right? You can have a timer on it that would kick on at 5 a.m. so the juice in the batteries that you're living off of would kick on and get that thing hot. Or what happens during the day when you're gone to work, the solar heats those batteries up, charges them up. But then there's too much electricity because the solar keeps pumping electricity, but the batteries are topped off. You're not home. Air conditioning's running, the clock's ticking, right? The computer's charging while you're gone, but there's too much electricity coming in, so there's an overflow of electricity. That's what can come and continually heat your water heater. So you got two ways. Flick on the switch or the timer to heat your water, or that overflow of electricity always can go to here and keep charging it, so when you get home from work, you already got hot water all the time. So it's never costing you anything. If your element goes bad, which is really the only thing can ever happen to a water heater, you dump it, you turn this valve, dump all your water, take out your element, and this DC element, I think we found it for 20 bucks. That's it. This thing here ought to last you forever.
So the tank really doesn't go bad.
I mean, I think, I'm about the only thing that don't go bad, man. Everything else goes bad. You hear me? Everything has its day. But normally they don't. Normally, I mean, that'll last a long, long time.
Okay, Carol says 3-way appliances can be switched to propane when you have cloudy days.
Yes. They're expensive. Bly's had a 3-way refrigerator in his motorhome. $3,000. Me personally, what I want to do personally, for when I get off grid, I do not want any gas. Because I got to grab that tank and I go down there and I got to fill it. Right? I don't want to have to do that. Everybody does it, and I think it's cool, but I'm going to try to do it completely off solar. I can run my air conditioner off solar. Ty does, guy and his wife down there in Daytona Beach. 100% set their thermostat at 74 degrees, runs 24/7 on solar in Daytona Beach. Okay? It is possible to run your whole house off of that. He's got 8 nano batteries. Okay, so it is possible to do that. Most people don't have full-time air conditioning. Our houses are so small, and with spray foam, you don't need to, if you're gone all day, maybe you want to come home and start it up. A lot of times if you turn off your air and you're gone, as you all know, your house is really hot and it takes forever to cool down, and your system has to run at high capacity. But by leaving it on all the time, it slowly just uses a little bit. It'll gear down. And there's an immense amount of solar coming in during the day. Believe it or not, the best time for solar is on cool, cloudy days, not on hot, sunny days. Actually, if they get too hot, they don't work as efficiently. And also, we're trying to get where none of our solar panels are on the roof anymore. That's the best, because you can clean them off, you can point them at the sun, point them this way, point them that way, and they get the best electricity, right?
Now, Jeffrey said, unless the water is sulfur, does that make sense to you?
Well, sulfur's got sediment and it'll build up, and all that stuff. And what'll happen is then, like your element, because it's got electrons running through electricity, will attract the sulfur elements, lime, if you got heavy lime or anything, that goes anywhere. Most people live out in the country know about all that. Take that element out, clean it out, put it back in. Sometimes the elements, you get a lot of sediment in the bottom of your tank. What I like about these little tanks, if you got a big old 40 gallon, it's hard to turn over and clean out. You can flush it, put a water hose on it, flush it out. Well, you're talking years it takes to do that, you know, depending on the sediment in your water system.
Okay.
Also, put a water filter in. It'll get rid of all that.
Ooh,
Okay?
okay.
Here is our gas tank place. Very streamlined, very nice. These are made to put inside the house or inside. We put them in our storage container outside. This is the vent. This is where the excess heat comes out. There's really not much to explain. It plugs in right here to an outlet we usually put. It has off, on, up and down for your temperature. And it has a little printout, and it'll show you the temperature of your water. On the bottom, you just put your water in, water out, and your gas. Pretty simple. Normally what we do, like we did for Susan out in Arizona, and we put it inside. The only gas we ever ran for her was we hooked to it, right? In most of our other homes, a gas line straight to a barbecue grill, a tank. Set up, done. That's the only gas hookup. So you can check that gas for a leak and the gas there, done. That's like hooking up a barbecue grill. You can do that, very simple. Y'all can buy these offline, hook them up. You gotta vent these out the wall where all the heat goes. We've put them in the bathrooms on the mounted right on the wall, but they gotta be vented out in the exterior wall. That's where all your heat goes.
Now, can it go in an enclosure in the bathroom? In a cabinet. Okay.
Closed it up. Yep. Yeah, sure can. It's got. We use, if it's in an enclosure, we use it like a vent in it.
I see.
To allow fresh air to come in, because it is a flame.
Okay.
Okay. It kicks on the gas. It's gone.
And two, can you tell the price difference in the electric and the tankless?
Same. Yeah, wait a minute. I know, look, she's looking at me. Well, why do we charge $800, right? The reason we do is because we have to buy a tank. Because we got to, there's a lot to install on this thing. We got to cut this out. We got a flashing you put on it. We got to mount it. And the gas regulator, the gas hose, the gas tank, and the mantle put in it is time consuming. And if I hire that out, it's usually $300 to $500 for a guy to put that in, right? Then we have to buy it. And we actually put the plywood in it and mount it. This right here, you just set it down. Set it, plumb it, done. But if you purchase them, that's why I don't charge for this right here. I charge for the parts and labor to install it. These right here, this is $350, $369, and I think this is about the same price. So, I mean, you can get online, it's EcoTemp, you can find out what it is. Any questions?
Yes. Let's see. Ty just had and I don't have his full comment here, but it says, Ty, just a friendly reminder that anything that generates heat via electricity is very inefficient on a battery bank from our experience.
It generates electricity. Yeah. That's why this will not heat up in 20 minutes. It takes a long time to heat this water up. So the biggest part I like about these water heaters is that it will heat up the trickle. It's called the trickling off of the excess electricity that you had all day. And that's what gets it hot.
Okay, and Marie, let me see what she's got here. Be living in the peninsula in Washington State where half of the year is cloudy. Solar still works well even under those conditions. Question. I'll have snowfall too.
Yeah.
How is solar affected?
And I'm learning all that. I have not all the answers for solar. And that's why John and I are working on all this to give you your answers. We want to get it in northern climates. From what the solar companies are telling me, overcast, cloudy days are very good for solar. That's hard to believe. I don't know how that works, but they say they work fine. Of course, in snowy days, I mean, if it's going to be snowing, you got to keep them. That's why I don't like the panels on the roof. You know, you got to keep them clean. So, yeah.
Carlicia wants to know what's better for tankless, propane or electric? What's better for a tankless? Propane, Carlicia.
Hands down. Yeah.
Okay.
Electric can't keep up with the heat. Yeah.
Okay. Wait a minute. Let me see. I've got a couple more. Let me just look real quick. What do your clients like best?
Well, you know what? We haven't been selling.
Vanessa wants to know.
Yeah, we haven't been doing the solar water heater element because we were told that the elements were no longer available, and I just took it from the person that was telling me they weren't available anymore until I had a brainstorm last week. I asked John. I said, John, what about them solar? And he looked it up. Boom, we found them. They were still making them, or we found the vendor for them. I personally like this. The only thing is like Ty said, it's going to take a long time. It's not going to be like boom, just like you turn on a switch. On a regular home, this will heat up in 15 minutes. It's going to take you a couple, 3 or 4 hours to get hot water out of this.
Yeah, and Ty said propane was a great choice for being off the grid. Thank you guys. That EcoTemp is awesome. That's what Ty just said.
And the reason is he's not on rainwater catchment. All right, he can get in there. Him and Mama can take a shower for 14 hours and it'd be great, right? And that boy right there will never run out of hot water until you run out of gas. It's awesome. I love them things. I put them in all my cabins that I built up in Gatlinburg. The thing is that if I'm off grid, I'm conscious of everything. I'm conscious of my energy consumption, of my water, everything involved. So if you're luxurious and you want a long hot shower, take this one. If you want something simple that I think you don't have to ever fill a propane tank with, you got that. My other invention that we're trying to come up with is just, I'll tell you a little bit about what I'm thinking about, is we're trying to come up with a little wood stove other than a $1,200 Hobbit stove that are beautiful, but a little stove that will use wood chips, a little wood pellets with an auger. Okay, so if you're gone for work, you're living in Minnesota and you're on solar, how are you going to heat your house? You're going to have propane, and you got your tank, right? Or you're going to have wood. Who's going to be there all day to chuck that in? We're going to have a hopper. You pour your pellets in the top. Now, unless it'll even happen. They do it for bigger stoves. I want to condense it down really small. Either put the stove outside and it blows hot air in, or put the stove inside. You put a hopper. You go away for work, and it's just slowly on the thermostat. This auger feeds the stove of clean little bitty wood pellets. Keep your house beautiful and warm, off grid. That's an invention, or I don't know if it's an invention. I'm hoping somebody already got it and I can just use it, you know. So that's my thought for keeping you all warm when you're off grid. We're going off grid. Our whole communities are off grid. Water, solar, sewer, power, and everything. So I'm trying to think about how we can keep warm. Ty's right. He's going to have gas heat, right? You got to have a bottle. Well, I've got chips galore out here. Anybody can get these, and we can heat with wood.
Everybody's saying that they work great. Sean and Jeffrey, they're saying they work great. Pellets are awesome from all the folks. Rocket stoves are good, Brenda said. And this kind of ties in with like wintertime. Lacey wanted to know, how do you keep pipes from freezing in the winter?
Yeah, just keep your house warm. We put all of our pipes on the inside of our walls. So we rerun our electric, we run them onto the inside. Yeah, we got the Snow White house we could show. But right behind there is the plumbing. Okay, so when this room is warm, that keeps the insulation is between the pipes and the outside.
Okay, Michael said they also have 12-volt elements that fit right into the tank type water heater.
And that's what we're
Is
talking
it what that
about.
is? Okay.
That's what we're talking
All right.
about. Yep. They fit right into the tank right there. Yeah, you know, and I just took it that they didn't make them anymore. I was like, all right, we got to go to tankless. And, but yeah, that's what we get for research and trying to stay on top of things. We'd love to have your guys' ideas, thoughts, invention, things. You just can't keep up the information that's out there. We don't know everything.
Right.
God, I'll be the last one, you know, to admit that. All right, we good?
Yeah.
Good. Well, thank you. I just wanted to kind of show you all this. The compost toilet was just, everybody really wanted to know how to use that.
Everybody's always curious.
That's how it works. All right. My notes tell me, I want to say a couple thank you to everybody. I want to shout out to Sue McClanahan. We got a call from her yesterday. Sue, we love you, Sue. That's Amanda's neighbor for years. Grew up together, kids, and but she has been fighting cancer for a long time. The doctor said she wasn't going to make it, and she went to her checkup, and she has beat everybody. She has beat all the odds. I'm just glad you're around. And I'm going to say, we got a lot to do, Sue. We still got to drive one of these tiny homes to California, all right, and back.
She keeps you in cinnamon bread.
And keep me in cinnamon bread. Girls from the workshop. Last week's workshop was awesome. I didn't do a shout out, but I want to do one right now. And I'm not fidgeting with my hair. Somebody said I always fidget with my hair. Well, I got two big cowlicks right here. And they're always falling on my head, so I'm always feeling them on my head. Everybody, they were on me. We want to fidget with your hair. But the girls that were here, it was Mary, Katie, Heather, her two daughters, They were all the volunteers. Jen that came in. Who else was their volunteer? The other two ladies that came in. I'm so sorry, I don't remember all your all's names. I was working out there with most of them. Thanks. It was a fantastic week. Everybody had great attitudes. Everybody kept the energy high. Nobody got just distraught. I mean, everybody got tired. They worked long hours, but I was really just want to say thank you so much. And it was almost a full entire woman's crew that was here. The Methods came. They came with their family, and you've seen it on Facebook. We did. It was him and his wife, and then his buddy. Was it Josh?
I think it was Josh.
Josh came, and so those two guys. But thank you again. I just want to say it was a pleasure to have you all in our bunk room for a full week. So it was good. All right. We got a lady working for us now. It's her third day, named Carol. She used to work for the local DIY store here. She's in here trying it out in the cabinet shop. She's kind of see how it's going. We may have a couple more people next week that came. Oh, I think Abra and God, I'm so sorry. Abra and her friend, can't remember, but they may came back. They want to come back and maybe try to work here a couple days and see if they like working here. See if there's a place for them. So we may have a couple more ladies come here and see what they like about tiny homes and if they can fit in our scheme of things. And then I want to say thank you to Cocke County. Now, Cocke, we're in Hamblin County. Cocke County, C-O-C-K-E, is 2.5 miles down the road. You go across the river, and we're about 2 more miles down the road on the right. I've never met any dignitaries from Cocke County yet. I haven't met any of the mayor and the representatives in the state. Sweet Lola that I'm leasing the property from, she knows everybody, and everybody knows her. And if you've seen her on video here, she's just a great lady with a great heart, and just in everybody's business in a good way. So she has leased this property to us. It's got a metal building. We're going to put our shop or whatever we're going to do in it. We've got a bunk room that's already built. It's got to be cleaned up. We're going to put a front and back porch on. It's right on the creek. We're excited about taking our facility. We're going to stay here. We're going to keep this building. So we're going to, the people own this. We're not going anywhere. We're going to keep this building, but we're going to go down to Cocke County and we're going to build a facility down there. And we're excited about it. We're excited about having places for bonfires, places to sit out on the back porch on the creek. It's in the woods, and we're also going to have our community there. It is going to be an off-grid and on-grid community. There will be some power and some water available. All right, not to all of us, but to some of them. All right, we'll let you know more about that. Our lots will start out at $200 a lot. The majority of them will stay at that. If you want more land and you want more privacy and you want more, you just pay for it accordingly. Okay, and we'll work it out. I haven't got all the details yet, but I wanted to just say thank you to Cocke County. They paved the road for us. They were paving the road, and Lola was down there talking, and they said, hey, she said, why are you paving this road? And they said, well, we heard a tiny home company was coming to the county, and we wanted to pave it because it might be on TV and make our county look nice. I was like, wow, I hope we can match up to their expectations. We got a lot to do. I got to build a complete building to build our homes in, right? And it's going to be a feat in itself. Plus all the work. We've been bush hogging down there. Met with the soil scientists already to get our sewer system in. We've got our temporary pole already set and inspected to put our electricity there for a new building. We've got a water meter set. We're running water. We put Bryce down there last night, so he's down there.
And they were just asking, how did Bryce do last night?
You know what?
Marie wanted to know.
He's right outside the door. We'll ask him in a minute.
Okay.
And but he stayed the night last night. Yep. And so he's our first customer, first resident on the property. He can't wait to get off grid. He's heading to the mountains. He's heading to the very top back there by himself. So, but that's what we have. That's exciting news. We're going to have our own community. This is our first community, one of many. One of many. I hope by this time next year, I've got at least 10 or 12 in the works across the nation. And we'll see how that works. Everybody talks about that. Oh, it'd be great to have you some tiny homes on a piece of land, rent them out. Lord, it'd be all kinds of money you put in your pocket, wouldn't it? Lord God, hey, you ought to jump on that. Well, I'm going to do it. Nobody does it. Just a few. We're going to do it. And we're going to do it in a couple weeks. We'll have our land ready to go. Put your houses on, and we're going to have a community. That community is going to have a gate, a remote control gate to keep the riffraff down. All right, keep all the solicitors out. And then we're going to have water available that you can fill your tanks up with if you run low, so you can have a resource of water. All right, we're going to have a bathhouse on there. You're going to have, you can take a shower, you can do some laundry. It's going to be available in the central area. Okay.
How are we going to do the lots? Like, how is it going to be issued? How are they going to be priced? When is
I've got to map that out.
Okay.
I love mapping out from my resort that I did. I like how I want to do that. There's going to be some clusters of homes that are going to be clustered together. You're going to have neighbors. People love neighbors. Some people do, some people don't. And I like to put them in little pods. And then we're going to have a big area. And it's going to have a pavilion. It's going to be an outdoor pavilion with a roof on it. An outdoor fireplace. So if you want a birthday party, or if you want to have a dinner, if you want a breakfast or something, we'll have a grill out there. It's kind of a central gathering area. And we either you're going to have room to have gardens by your home, or we'll have a central garden area because some soil is a little bit better down there. And we'll just grid it out. Not everybody's going to want a garden. You grid it out, and everybody can have a community garden. Not everybody's going to be kumbaya and want to be shaking their hands next to the neighbor here. They don't all want to be rubby-tubby on each other, all right? Somebody wants privacy, you know? If you like my dad, he likes to watch TV in his boxers, you know? He don't want nobody coming up to the door, all right? So we may have to turn his house a little bit further away and keep 3 spaces away.
Well, Regina wants to be next to a single guy, so
Yeah.
a nice single guy.
Nice.
Not just any single guy.
Do they make nice ones?
I don't know.
87.
Regina will have to let us know.
Yeah, there's 87 of them out there. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it'd be great. So I think that Regina's in an RV park, and they're close together. And so it's just of course, the closer and the more we put on there, the more incomes to be made. That's what's on an RV park. If they're spread out and I put 3 homes, there's a field down there, 5 acres. So if I put 2 in that field, you're going to see each other and hear each other. You can be 300 feet apart and still hear and see each other. So it's part of it is wooded. And I like it because it's not massive trees, so you still get your solar feed on. All right? What do you got? What kind of response, man? You got some questions?
No, I think I'm catching all of them. Hang on just a second. Let me go back through real quick. So is this different from the site for $200 a month? No, this is the same place.
Yeah. $200 a month. And if
if I get
more and more sites, more and more communities, incredible communities, and you're going to be able to, if Regina was in one in Florida and had one here, she could go, if there was an empty lot, she could come up here and stay, or she'd go down there and stay,
switch.
and swap out and switch and still pay her $200 a month and just keep rocking on. If she got a job being a nurse in Syracuse, New York, and we got one, she could switch up there and that person could come down here.
And that's a good question. So when the people come there, does it need to stay ready to pull out, or can it have underpinning, or what? How does that work?
No, you can set up shop, build you a deck, underpin it. I mean, that's home. Yep. And it's what it is. It's a campground. It's legally called a campground in any state that we go to. It will be a campground.
And you'll get it all set up, and then everybody will get to start selecting spots.
You got it.
Okay.
Yep.
It'll have a price on it,
Exactly
everything.
what we'll do.
And the areas where it'll have sewer and electricity and
Yes.
things like that.
It'll all be done.
Okay.
I'm hoping that'll be done here within the next month. Yep. So we can, start taking reservations and go. I'd love to have, by the end of October, I'd love to have 15, 20 homes in there for the Jamboree. At the Jamboree, talk about that. I don't know if everybody's tired of me talking. There's so much information we got to talk about.
There is a lot.
But the Jamboree, what I want, we're going to have a big circus tent, or a tent, and I want all the homeowners and people that live in tiny homes, and we're going to have a big table. It's a round table. If you don't mind, I'd like for you to sit up there, and we're going to have a discussion. And all the people that's coming to the Jamboree can ask questions to the homeowners. Hey, what's it like to use a toilet, compost? What's it like to use the electric water heater from solar? Or the tankless? If Ty could come up as a guest, I'd love to have Ty and his family come up. He can talk about what he likes about his off-grid and his home and the experience here. So you're going to have first-hand knowledge of people that live and breathe in these tiny homes. Then you're going to be able to tour their homes. And there's not going to be a 5-hour wait to get in the house. We're going to hopefully we got 20 homes, we can spread them out, and we're going to be building a home on that site for 3 days. So right in the middle of the field, me and the guys are all going to be building a house in 3 days, and at the end of 3 days, we're going to give it away. And it's no purchase necessary, okay? And the reason we're saying that is because of the law. We cannot raffle a house off. We are not raffling a house off. To get into the 3-day event is $20. To register for the house giveaway, you register online. We will get that all set up for you. You register online for the house giveaway. The only stipulation is that we want you to be, because we want you to come to the jamboree, right? We want you to come and participate. So the stipulation is the only thing you have to do is you have to come and physically be present when we give the house away. All right? So that Sunday, sometime during that day, Sunday, we're not going to raffle, we'll give it away. We're going to pick out the winner. Everybody will be registered. Everybody will have a number that registered for free, no purchase necessary. You can register outside our gate. If you don't want to come in, you can register online, but you have to come in and get the house if you win. Now, if you win the house, you're not going to have to pay to get into the gate. But y'all understand what I'm talking about.
So Sunday, you have to physically be here. If somebody orders tickets from Washington, they have to physically be here on Sunday. They have to physically. Is that the law?
I didn't want to do that.
I know, but that's the law, isn't it?
The lawyer told me today.
I see.
There cannot be, there cannot be a raffle. Mm-hmm. I hate it. I'd love to do it, but they can't be a raffle.
So physically, so this has changed. So physically, just found out information that the tickets, they physically have to be here on that Sunday when the house is finished.
Yeah. If there's another attorney watching and he's got a different way of doing this, let us know. Because I was actually thinking about, we've got 28,000 Facebook, subscribers?
Yeah.
If all 28,000 wanted to come, or wanted to pay $20 to meet, you got 1 out of 28,000 chance of getting it. You know what I thought about doing? For every 7,000 tickets, I'd build another house. So I'd build 4 houses for all of our 28 subscribers. But I don't know how to do it and it not be a raffle. Mm-hmm. So we got to be within the law. We're not going to do a raffle. I'd love to give people a house. I'd love to make some money so we can build our facility. That's where the proceeds going from our jamboree. Plus, it's just fun. We're going to have an awesome time. We're going to have food vendors. We're going to have special speakers. We're going to have things for the kids. And then at the end of the week, or that Sunday, I'm going to roll down a mountain in an orb ball, and with all the tickets inside, coming down, bouncing out of the mountain. I mean, bouncing. And I'm going to come out of that orb ball with a ticket, either in my mouth or my ear or somewhere, and that's the winner of the house. It's going to be so fun. And we're also going to do something like a Burning Man. I don't know if that's a trademark statement that I cannot use. We're going to build a structure, and it's going to be big. I hope it's going to be big, 30, 40 feet tall. All right? And I like to make it like a man or a human or something. But what we're going to do is, it is going to be somewhat heartfelt, our place. And we love to have fun, but we're also about life. We're also about knowing that people have hard times in this world and a lot of heavy stuff in your life. I want it to represent, you bring something with you that is hounding you in your life, all your life. And I want you to bring that with you. A piece of furniture or a picture or a letter, maybe somebody's name that you need to just let go and let be. And we're going to pin it on this structure that we've had. And we're going to set it on fire. And we're going to try to burn and start a new life. We're going to start a new beginning. It's a new beginning for us here at Incredible Tiny Homes. It's a new beginning I think we need to do every year in our life, if not more often, to set this time aside and say we're going to clean things up in our mind, in our heart, in our life, and start fresh. And it's a representation of what we want to do, and knowing that you've got camaraderie and you've got people. This is a time to gather together. This is not just a show to look at tiny homes. I want it to be like Regina coming. She's heartfelt. She's been touched by us and vice versa. We've got a friendship. She's coming to do that, coming to be a part of something. So this is more than just a show. This is a part that I want it to be heartfelt. So that's a part of what we're going to do, okay? So we're going to do that, and we're going to have fun with the kids, and we're going to have just lectures, and we're going to have food everywhere. I'm not going to have any booze, all right? And so, other than that, we're going to have fun and laugh and have a good time.
And the house, we're calling it, just to nail it down, it's a door prize.
Door prize.
Door prize, okay.
Free, no purchase necessary.
And 2, let me see, Velma Estrada, she said St. Jude's gives a house away when you purchase a ticket. You don't need to be present. So that might be something we want to look into.
I'm going to look into it. I will.
Yeah.
I learned this today.
Thank you, Velma.
And, yeah, so we need to look into it. I love, I'd love to get all of our Facebook people involved because, man, if you're in Washington, you can't get away for work and be here. I understand that, So I'll look into more of the legalities and see how it all works. Yeah.
Good.
All right, you ready to look at some homes?
Yes.
Let's go. Look here. My chocolate's almost solid. And look.
Well, you said it in the sun.
70%. Hey, Bryson, is people still watching?
Yeah.
Hey, how was your night last night?
It was good.
Everybody want to know.
It was good. Slept in it
Cicadas.
quiet. No, I didn't hear nothing. You can't hear anything in my house. There's so much insulation. About it. No,
Quiet?
it's
You
quiet.
cool off up in the loft?
Yeah, I put a fan up high until I can get my mini split, and it works out good right now. But yeah, it's nice.
Awesome.
Happy to be home.
Oh. Oh, everybody said, hey, Bryce.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Would you need something? A shower curtain?
Yeah.
All right, we'll show these houses and we'll get on it.
All right.
Okay. All right. Everybody's quiet. Oh, I know. Look, show them.
I don't want to show them.
This right
This
here?
is scary.
We found out this is hollow underneath here. This is all hollow. And this line, the other day when we were filming, I didn't hear it, it exploded. It went boom!
And this happened.
Yeah,
Let me get on this side.
The whole
Show it.
floor just busted, man. It was, I mean, Tom and everybody around there, they thought a propane tank had blown up.
Yeah, so I'm afraid to walk through it anymore. Because this is going to cave in, is what John said. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah. This is our new compressor we bought today.
Oh, wow.
We bought it. Ingersoll and Rand. Bought that today. Wish we could buy a more expensive one, but that's a nice one. I appreciate having that. But everybody's gone. So let me show you.
That's what Michelle. That's right, Michelle. It's a sinkhole.
Sinkhole.
Yeah, I'm scared of it.
What you need?
I know, Jen. I ain't walking through there no more. Jared, say hi to your mama.
Hi, Mom.
All right, we'll tour. Karn's house. We're not almost completely done.
What size?
28 feet by 9 feet wide. So it's 9 by 28. Outdoor spigot.
I need one of those at the house.
Yep. Heat mini split. I want to show you again that we wrap the window trim in aluminum. Okay? Aluminum. This is a vinyl window. We wrap this in aluminum. We've got an aluminum brake, and we bend the aluminum to fit right on top of that. Then we put the wood on top of that. It's awesome. Teddy will be staining this tomorrow. Up top, as you can see, you got the black, the soffit, all the flashing appropriately, like this right here. See the water? The water will hit this, run off of this, come down here, and out. We screw all of our siding together. All of our siding is screwed. Underneath here are more screws for this wood. Only the best.
Teddy's going to be staying the outside of this one, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's whitewashed it all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Let me get in here.
Looks awesome, man. Now this is a whitewash.
I love the whitewash.
Show them the whitewash. All right, I'm going to show you guys. See this knot? That was a hole. Teddy fixed it in just seconds. Spray foamed it, put Bondo, a wood Bondo filler on it. Looks exactly like a knot. So we're able to use reclaimed lumber.
How pretty this looks.
Now we don't have to use reclaimed. We got all kinds. But I love combining it with the reclaimed. You know?
There's another one right up there too.
Yeah, you did that one. Right. This right here, let's see, the kitchen. These are all custom shelves that Joseph built. He's whitewashed the inside, the outside, all this right here. Tomorrow, what he'll do is he'll spray this with a polyurethane, and then he'll sand it, right? And it'll be smooth as glass.
I think whitewash is my favorite. I love it.
Here's his bathroom. Can you see in here?
Oh, step down.
Yeah, you step down into
Step.
your bathroom. Here's cabinets here. That's where the water
this
heater
is
is.
nice.
This is an electric water heater. Now, remember, it's 9 foot wide too. So we're getting actually an extra
Big
foot.
space.
Shelves, countertop. Now, I seen a company out of, was it British Columbia? And they had this real nice home, and they said they upgraded to a 36-inch shower. Ours are standard, 36-inch shower. Okay, so
What size base is this? What's
36.
this? Is that 36?
That's what I just said, man.
Well, I didn't know if you was talking about
36,
that.
man,
I
standard.
didn't know.
And up here
There's a lot of room in here.
is your mini split, a loft up there. Now, look right here. This is a little technical thing. We're going to put up here your barn door hardware, right? It'll slide right behind here. So we made the cabinet for the door to slide behind here. Okay? And then this is a step down. Landon built this one, high school boys.
Oh, so pretty.
Yeah, he built that trim. We just let him be free. Yeah.
Oh, he did a great job.
This room is 9 foot. Look at this. I mean, it's just, this is a big room. Big room!
Wow. Steps
Yeah.
down.
It's a big room. Look, I'm walking. I've been walking for 30 minutes to get over here. Look. I like it. So you got 1, 2, 3 windows in this room. 1, 2 more windows. 5 windows in this little bitty, just in one room. We got 5 windows.
You would think with the step downs it would be smaller, but there's a lot of space with it.
You know what? Somebody said they like the distinction of
Yes.
stepping up,
Yeah, I do too.
you know, and then stepping back down.
Yeah, I do too. It gives rooms.
Yeah.
It's an actual room.
Rooms. 1, 2, 3 rooms
Oh,
plus
I
a
like
loft.
that.
This is a
Yes.
bedroom and living room area.
And they're not going to have a loft.
Nope, it's all vaulted.
Yeah.
I really, really like it.
Oh, I like this.
This will be done. Teddy will be done spraying it tomorrow. Jeffrey come in, do our wiring. We got the water hookup, ready to go. So, Kearns, here's your home. I love it. French doors. What do you? I mean, come on. What is the price on this? I can't remember. It's 28 foot by 9 foot wide.
No, I can't remember.
Was it
really.
50 something?
Yeah,
54,
something.
5, 6 something.
But I can't
I
remember.
can't remember. But listen, the competition, they started like what, 80, 87 base price. There might have been one for 77, and I looked at everything they were doing, and their high, that was their base, and their high end was 97. I'll build their high end for 77.
Now, Marie, this may go along with a Stump Randy tonight. Marie said, can the barn door be used to add iron stairs for the small
Yes.
loft above the bathroom?
Yes.
Okay. So, that's a good one, Marie. That was a bad sentence. No, you're good, Marie. He understood. He said, yeah.
Yeah, you sure can. Thing
Okay.
is about,
What's
you
that
got to
mean?
make the door, so when you grab a hold of that thing, it doesn't kick under, and we got to make it strong. You know, but yeah, I've seen. The only thing is, Marie.
So you mean it'd be a ladder sliding over?
Yeah,
some
but the only
stairs.
thing, Marie, is when them things that makes your door really wide. So this cabinet has got to make room to slide them steps back through there.
I see.
You know, so a design factor. Yeah.
Nice. And
Good.
this is French doors, right?
Yeah, double print. It's a 48 inch. This is 4 foot. The only thing about this is this door usually stays permanently shut. You got a pin. You can open the pin like it is now. But your main door is only 2 foot wide going in and out. So.
Don't throw borrow my hand?
All right, let's go to the Ashleys. Sewer slide valve, 3-inch for the RV. We put that on every home.
Is that standard?
Yes. We have been waiting forever for the skylights in this window here.
It's the 22 foot, right?
Is it?
Yeah, 8 by 22.
Yeah. These right here are like I said before, super expensive. You're looking over $300 for these ladder pipes right here. $300. They picked out the colors, the siding. This is a eastern white pine. The rain will come down, it's tongue and groove. We got this flashed, all the water comes in here and goes out. So it's really good for weatherproofing. We still got to finish a little bit of the wood.
I like the big boards.
You know,
wide
somebody
ones?
else said it. We've got it inside. You're not going to believe what's in here. This looks really good, what Mike and Bobby's been doing in here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, come on in here. All right, let's start with this. This is a sofa. Okay, for storage.
Hey, can you turn that light a little different so it's not toward the camera? Thank you. There you go.
So you got a sofa. We have shelves on each side. Look at this. Now, I'm talking the craftsmanship. Are we high end or are we low end? Look at this. All this is sanded, nice, done. It's not been finished. It's just raw wood. Look at our windows. Look at our windows.
I like the seals.
Look at the window sills we have on here. What else do you want in a window? Now, if you want it, and that's a $100 window, $105, $110 window, vinyl window. Now, if you want one that cranks and it goes out, or you want one that's a awning window, we can. It's $300. I'll charge you just $300, whatever I pay. But I think that looks beautiful. Shelving, mini split.
Mini split.
Okay. Look over here. Look at this beautiful.
Now this is storage.
Storage. Look.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Done, man. Little finger hole there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here's our 1x12 T&G.
I like that.
We do too. Washer and dryer will be underneath the countertop. This is your washer and dryer. We've got a, I think it's butcher block that'll go here.
Oh, that's neat. So it's right there. Okay.
Yeah. Lily and the homeowners designed this.
Mm-hmm.
These beams, the ceiling's a little bit lower than we normally put on here, but we did it because the owners wanted more height in their loft.
Up top. Mm-hmm.
We took this old beam that I paid, God, I got a ton of wood out here. That all we did was hit that with a sander. You know, of course, you can still see the saw marks from the sawmill, but it's smooth. And it gives some beautiful contrast from the dark to the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Love it.
Over here, you can see we got a few drawers Mike's putting in. We got 3 or 4 drawers to put in. Here's our fender. Behind our fender right here, we have foam that insulates our fender. It's right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Look, there's a drawer under the fridge.
Look at that fridge.
Is that not gorgeous?
That is cool. Wow.
There's the fridge. Nice. Sink. I love it. You got a puck light right here. Shines down on the sink. This is the way they designed it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure everybody's saying, well, I'll never have a sink over there. Well, it's here. Because we do what you want. It's custom.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Good. Window. It's a little bit lower because we had to have the loft lowered for the homeowners.
Right.
Another window over here. So in this one, we've got 3 windows inside here. We could have put another window, but they didn't want one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Back here, which is like, you're going to love this.
It's angled there, right?
Randy! God almighty! God!
You scared.
I know I sneezed. God, I couldn't hold it back.
Wow.
Whoa.
So this is angled coming in.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I've not seen this yet.
Look. All right. I hope they don't mind. I'm going to be the first to
You
set it.
better not get your boots on
I
that.
got stuff in here. look.
Oh my God, how beautiful that is. Oh my. Oh, I wonder how much that costs. I'm over
Wine.
here.
I need my wine. I need my wine.
Your chocolate.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
isn't this nice?
That is gorgeous.
It's so quiet.
Oh my gosh, there's the bottom of it.
I don't know what they paid for it.
I don't either.
Yeah, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
And the faucet, we're waiting to do this wall because the faucet they ordered wasn't the right one.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to mount it in this wall, then we'll cover it up.
Yes.
Is that not cool?
That is beautiful.
And then, of course,
Plenty of room.
Of course, here's the compost toilet.
Don't wait, Randy.
Lots of room. Look at the bathroom in there.
This is a lot of room.
Is this not awesome?
Wow.
I mean, who does this in a tiny house?
This is beautiful.
22 feet. All this. Living room, kitchen, washer and dryer, full-size tub, toilet, and a big old bathroom that you can walk
And you
around.
don't need the ceiling really high. I mean,
No.
how much space do you
Well,
need unless you're really tall?
Yeah, unless you're a Galuth, you know, you don't need it. I mean, normal like me and be 5'4".
You're that tall?
Okay.
Up top?
I'm gonna see what I can do. Let's see.
How are they going to get up there?
Well, we're not ready. We're not done. We don't have their ladder fixed up yet. Oh, yeah. See the shelves up top?
Oh yeah.
Custom shelving.
Oh, and they got a place to hang stuff over
Yep.
there.
They got a closed rod
For
up there.
storage?
And they can walk across this.
Wow.
So you're gonna walk across over to there, and look here. Storage here.
Here, you want to take the camera?
Well, if you let go of it.
Oh my gosh.
All right, here we go. Hey, everybody. Look here. This is up in their loft, and they've got storage down inside this. And what they can do is they can walk across this from their bed. Their bed's over there. And they put storage in here. And they can walk across this, walk across here,
Jared got you a ladder if you want it.
over to here. Okay? 2 skylights. An egress window. That's a 3030 egress window. Oh, that's Goliath, Jeffrey said. Goliath. we call them Galuths here in Tennessee.
You call them galoons, Randy.
Yeah. But 2 skylights, a 3.0 window, and 2 of our little bitty windows they're actually 14 by 32. They pull in. Isn't that cool? Awesome. Lights on the ceiling. All right, I'm going down. Here we go. And these are done with a piano hinge. So it's piano hinged, detailed out and framed. Storage underneath the floor. Right? Look
Where would the ladder be, or how are they going to access the upstairs? Where will that be?
the ladder will be right here, right on the wall.
Ladder will be on the wall.
Yep.
Okay.
Right here. Yep.
And the skylights are on their way.
Yep.
Awesome.
It's me, Blake. Oh. Thank you, sir.
The ladder pieces over there. What? The ladder pieces are over here. You want to bring them over?
No, we're good, Blake. Thanks, man. He's on it.
Good. Yep.
I mean, heavy on my arm. All right. Kathy McAdams, this is your doggy door. We didn't forget your doggy door. Right here.
She was worried about her doggy door.
Yep, we put it in. Here's a little rain come off of that. You got your doggy door in, okay? Beautiful. Your siding, what we're doing is we're going to put red up here in the gable. There's red metal that goes up in the gable, so that'll look really cool. Here's board and batten. If she's got French doors, it goes on here too. We've got them right here. We'll be making some big progress.
She's got the calico floor.
Yeah, it's awesome. Look at this. Is this not
Oh my.
beautiful? Kathy, look at this. Slide windows. Look at this. Window. window, window. Here's your door. Doggy door. Look at that calico floor. Is that not beautiful? Yep.
What are you doing?
Here we go.
Vanna?
1, 2, 3. I don't know the prints. I think it's 10 foot. She'll holler at me. How big's the loft?
26.
10 foot. 10 foot and a 4 foot one right there. Now look at the ceilings. The ceilings are a yellow pine. These right here, this is an eastern white pine. As you can see, it's whiter in color. The lines are a little bit wider apart. Up there, the lines are more distinct. It has actually a yellow look to it. And I love the contrast. I think it looks really cool. It's beaded. It's got a small bead on it. This is it. It's so clean and nice. Jared did a great job cleaning it up.
This is at 8 by 26.
I thought it's 28, and it's a 26.
I thought Kathy's was 26.
Yes. I can't remember, Kathy.
I'm pretty sure it's 26 because Carnes is 9 by 28.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Gosh, 26 feet.
This is a lot of space.
Is this not a big house?
Mm-hmm.
Kathy, you're going to be fine. Kathy's got birds that she owns. Big bird cages are going to go in here. She's got a big loft up there. This is going to go to Northern California. Matt's going to have fun taking that. French doors. Awesome.
Ty had asked, what are the fender-looking boxes on the sides up in the loft? That was over in the 22 foot.
Yeah, that was the storage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was a storage tie. Making sure I didn't, trying to get all the questions. Is it more expensive to do metal or wood exterior?
We just add a little bit of price for the metal. I mean, most metal on the exterior doesn't cost more than $1,000, $1,500 to upgrade to splashes of metal like this.
Okay. We got the prices on the website.
Yeah. This is our water tank. This is a 500-gallon water tank.
Wow.
I think it was less than $400, like $339. $500. So what I'd like to have, one of these on every house in our off-grid community.
Where does that go? How does that work?
Well, what we're going to do for mobile purposes, we'll put a rack on the back of the house and it'll be sitting on there and your lights will be projected back here.
Okay.
So when you want to go down the road, you empty it, of course, because that's going to be like 8 times 4 is what?
32.
What?
32.
What's 8 times 5?
Then 40.
40.
What is this, a math test?
4,000 pounds.
Oh, God, that's a lot.
That's 2 tons. So you got to empty it if you want to travel with it. So you'll take your solar panels, you put them in the house, you'll take your tank, you empty it, and you'll head down the road. Then when you get there, before you get there, you probably have to fill your tank back up if you're going to stay stationary again somewhere for a long period of time.
Does water, will it freeze?
Well, man, anything freeze.
Well, I'm just asking. I thought it'd be a good question.
Will it freeze? If you put it on the North Pole, it'll freeze.
Well, how's somebody going to use water if it's frozen?
You don't use it when it's frozen. You wait till it thaws.
Well, what if it's cold outside?
You don't let it freeze.
Oh, my gosh. This is what we deal with right here.
Questions like
Hey, Jennifer. How long approximately will that... Oh, God, let me see. It rolled up. She said, how long approximately will that last for? I know it depends on how long Jake takes showers and all that stuff.
All right.
How long would that last?
And that's what I was talking about being off-grid. Off-grid, you've got to be conscious of your consumption. We are actually taking, can you believe this? We're going to take your bath water and your laundry water and your sink water, and it's going to be reclaimed, and it's going to be filtered, and it's going to go back into that tank for reuse. So if you don't get rain for a long time, you're just filling it back up with filtered water that you've used already. Isn't that weird? I mean, I think it's just phenomenal if we make this work. If we don't, we'll all die of E. coli.
Except for Amanda and Alyssa, because we're not going to try it.
So, but what we're doing, John and I, are hooking this whole system up. We're going to have a testing kit. We're going to show you how it works. We're going to make sure it works. If there's any kind of test that we can't do on the premises, we'll take them, we'll ship them off, we'll send them back. We want to show exactly how this works.
Okay.
This all came from the state of Tennessee requiring that we cannot discharge gray water. Now, you can discharge rainwater, but you can't discharge gray water. And it recirculates. The filter system come from the gentleman that invented the space station water system out in outer space, if you believe there's outer space, okay? He developed the water system. That water out there is 30 years old. They thought that water would never get old. And when Sherry talked to him, they said that he has to actually tweak it a little bit because water finally got old. Now, up there, it was, if I understood it right, I mean, it was urine and everything. Okay, bath water, urine, it was just recirculated. That's from the Russians and the Japanese and the
Stop.
Saudis
You stop while you're ahead.
and the West Virginians and everything, you know?
How much? What was you shooting for? What didn't like?
For what, the water system?
What?
We don't have our costs together.
We're still
the
getting it.
whole water system, I'm hoping under, okay, $2,500. That's for the rain catchment. We're really, we have done John has done awesome looking for what we're doing. We're trying to make it, we've got switches, we got valves, we got pumps. There's 2-stage pumps on this whole thing. It sounds complicated, but John's got it technically worked out, and we're going to lay it all out and map it and show you how it works. And it's what?
I wonder, and it's just for me, is it...
I wish you guys could see what I'm seeing.
Is it possible to not everybody have their own, but there be like a big one that the house just hooks up to something like that?
Well, I got a big tank right there, and everybody's going to suck on it like a straw. We're going to lay the straw across the ground.
Well, I don't know.
Well, what are you going to do for phrases?
Well, I'm asking
What
you.
happened to phrases?
I thought it was a good question.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's a pretty good sized tank if somebody wants to split it. But what we're trying to do, I'm actually really, really trying. We're going to see what it costs. But I'm going to have complete solar, water, and compost. I'm not going to say a price right yet.
Because we don't know. Yeah.
Well, it used to be without the whole system, without the whole filtering system, you're looking at solar was $7,000 to $8,000.
That's right.
I'm hoping for our whole system, water, commode, toilet, everything is under that. The whole system, even complete solar, is going to be underneath that. If you come into my community, our community, and you park in there and give me somewhat of a couple-year lease, we're going to put this system in there for cost, all right? We want you in our communities. We want you to be a part of it. We're not wanting to make it a pain on you to be there, all right? So I'm excited. I don't want to give you numbers to tell anything, but
Yeah, until you get it
this
all
is
worked
happening
out.
right now. This is John's here. We're getting all this together, researching it all over the place, you know?
That's exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting. I don't know nobody else doing that. You know?
Right.
And it helps if you're in a desert. Can you imagine reclaiming your water and you're not have to worry about they say the average 2 people in a tiny home off-grid use 30 gallons a day.
Well, Cindy just had a great question. Cindy, that's a really good question. For the people who have already built their tiny homes, will you sell these systems?
We can retrofit this system. That is
good
what we're
question,
excited
Cindy.
about. If you want to come and stay and live in our community, bring your tiny home. I don't care who built it. Bring your tiny home, and we'll add this system to your home.
Okay.
Yes.
Good question.
Yes, good question. And the solar panels, we're wanting to put them down on the ground, not on the roof. So you can clean them, you can maintenance them, and you can tilt them to the sun. What are you horse laughing about?
No, that was something that Jennifer put.
Are we good?
Yeah.
All right. I'm done. Whew, good God. I need something to drink.
Amanda, let's see. Jen wants to know, Amanda, does he have a recommended solar system? That's what you're working on.
We are building our own
Doing
solar
their
system.
own, Jen.
We're building it. What we're trying to do is we're actually trying to get the components built just for us. So there'll be incredible inverters, incredible solar panels, incredible inverters.
That's great.
Incredible charge controllers. I really want to get it straight to the man. If I can, that'll help me keep the cost down. So I can go straight and be a manufacturer. And this is our unit. So we hope to sell hundreds and hundreds and thousands of these to the homes that we're going to be building in the future. If we could equip every home to be completely off-grid at really a fraction of the cost, it's going to change the industry. Every home can leave here completely off-grid. If you want it, you got it. If you don't want it, it's no big deal. But why not throw it on there if it's pretty cost-effective? I mean, our homes are already so inexpensive. It'll give you the ability to put this on there. And what? Oh my God, could you imagine the resale on these things? Yeah. Good. So our construction is down, right? Does everybody agree to that?
Yes.
That we build solid homes.
Yes.
We build solid trailers. I think we've got that down as a good reputation. We'll continue to show you how we build. We've got, I think, hopefully Bernstein will have 3 or 4 trailers, maybe 2 by the end of the week, and we're going to start framing next week. We got 4 more to build. We're going to throw up. These will be gone at the end of the week.
Yeah.
We got those 2 will be finishing up, and then we got the 4 we'll start. We're going to break up our crew. We'll show you again our framing techniques and what we do. We have an RVAA certificate. Look at all these flies.
I know. Why is this fly? It's like attacking me.
And we have an RVAA certification, recreational vehicle and alternative housing. Another, you know what? There's a adjoining community county over here, Jefferson County. We're looking into putting a community over there. We had a guy at 20 acres. He's come over and looked at it.
Good.
Sherry looked at it. She's going to go to their planning commission, and she's going to take all the certifications, all of our how we build, everything, and go to the planning commission and show them, hey, this is who we are, this is what we are, and look at the quality that we build. So we build good quality homes. They're strong. We got good quality inside. You know, there's a level of craftsmanship that you see on TV on some of the high-end homes. What is that one? The high-end tiny homes they sell for $100,000, $200,000. I mean, come on. If you want a granite top, $800. I'll put an 8-foot piece of granite with a sink under it. That's the guy. No, it was $600 or $800. They came here. They're going to sell it to us. You know. If you want it, you can get granite. You want marble. If you want cabinets, I've got a high-end cabinet maker. He was here with the Methods. He's in Virginia.
Josh.
If you want hickory, if you want oak, you want inlay, you want shaker style, we can do that. And he's not going to be $6,000 in cabinets.
And too, Michael was curious. Can you just tell everybody who that fifth wheel? They're all curious to death about fifth wheel.
This
that it's
fifth wheel,
Chris's.
it's a 40-foot fifth wheel. Chris Lampkin. Chris is a local contractor here in town. We're friends with him and his family. He actually built probably 4, 5, 6 homes for us. He's busy. It's summer. He's building all kinds of homes, and he comes back in here and he'll build a tiny house or 2 for us. And so he wanted to build one for his family, him and his family, and it's a toy hauler. So in the back, he's got his Jeep he pulls in. Pull the Jeep out, it'll be the big dining room. So it's really, there's all the windows across the top that he hasn't cut out, and it's going to be bunks in there for 4 or 5 kids. Master suite and bathroom, another bathroom underneath, kitchen, dining room.
Nice. And these are the homes left over, and
Methods,
this is
do they
method
want to walk
22.
in that one? Yeah.
You can do a quick one.
Well, I mean, I don't mind doing this. I just think if somebody looks at our video and it's an hour and 32 minutes long, who's going to take the time to watch it?
They're wanting to look at the houses.
All right. Bay window. Lap siding. Okay. This is what I was building. The Methods come in here and stole it from me. This is a big, now this is a picture window.
I love that.
It's tempered glass, so it was just a piece of glass. It was, and it's thermal paint. We built the frame around it and set it in place like it was a regular window.
That was some of the glass you showed leaned up on the wall, wasn't it? Okay. We can take a quick peek.
Sure. Then they opt for an entire loft upstairs. So it's all loft. All the way through here. 22 foot long.
Wow.
Over here. Way
are-
over here.
You're like hit over in
Is
the
this
corner.
not awesome?
This is so much room.
I mean, this is a bathroom. The bathroom goes right across here. All right? So you got
Big bathroom.
shower where you're at, toilet, sink, right? Washer and dryer and wardrobe. Beautiful bathroom. Mom can get in here, shut the door, and get ready to go, get dressed, have her clothes, everything without coming outside. Refrigerator, right here. He built
Counter
these,
space.
yeah, he built these before he left. These are just pine fronts. This is a cabinet. This is what I want to show you. This is a cabinet. Well, this, I don't care what kind of cabinet you go to, high end or what. This is the basis of the cabinets. Is your sides made out of plywood, right? And then your fronts. Now your fronts can be hickory, they can be oak, they can be cherry, they can be what we use pine. We got pine. If you wanted a special wood, we can do that. But normally we always use this. These will be your drawers. Okay. Now we talked to Josh and I talked to John. The drawer slides we've been getting just from Lowe's. You get just normal drawer slides. Now we can get these drawer slides. They're self-closing. You can just let it go and it'll close and it'll be fancy. We can do that and it's no extra charge. We're learning, we're shopping, we're getting better as we go. But
This, I mean, this is the first one with this 2 levels, basically,
Yeah.
like an upstairs. Is this what you would call it?
yeah, I mean,
Has a
it's
whole upstairs.
Full blown upstairs. You can see how you can stand here. Now we had to put the mini split right here
Okay.
because
how
this
come?
is the only opening for it to go down.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Dramatic.
see
Big
here?
egress window.
Yep. So if I'm sitting in a chair, look,
I see you.
I'm good to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my God.
Wow.
10 windows.
Oh, there's a little step up right there.
Look, look, look.
They've got a
Fire! There's a fire! I gotta get out! There's a fire! Oh! Molly! Molly!
What is a map?
Oh!
Randy!
Oh!
Yeah.
Look.
Oh.
Oh, how you like that?
Oh.
Isn't that nice? I can get out, Mr. Fire Marshal!
Fire Marshal Dan.
Isn't that cool? 3 foot, 3-0. The fire code, I think, is 5.3 square feet. This is almost 9 square feet.
Wow, that's a big window. This right here, can you have you can have the windows either way, up or down, right?
Well, they're made to go that way.
They're made to go this way. This is the proper way, right?
Yeah, these are basement casement windows. We
Yes.
call them hopper windows. I don't
Okay.
know why. Yeah.
Ty said Carlos will save you. Firefighter Carlos.
Yep. And then,
This is neat.
yeah, we got a little step up.
A little step up.
Yep. And then see down here is down this way.
I'll have to look at it when I go back in there.
Yeah, I mean, you could, Zach could get back.
Randy, what?
See, there's a big
Stop.
hole here. There's a big hole here.
Well, what's going to go there?
Hopefully a kid not gonna fall.
There's the stairs right here.
Yep. You got 2 kids and mom and dad sleeping up here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know
Lots
how
of windows.
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
Mm-hmm.
Really cool. I think the kids are like super excited. Can you imagine being 3 and 5 years old running around up here?
Mm-hmm.
Good God. Yep. That's
I
it.
may have to be like Glenn. I would put carpet up here if I was going to be kind of maybe sometimes
Oh,
on my
yeah.
knees and stuff like that.
Yep. Ready?
Yeah.
Now they opt out
Oh,
for another step.
there's where you were at.
They opt out for, they didn't want to put this other step right here. So they just said, you know what, the kids and everybody can just step up 1 step like that. Look at this big window.
Nice.
Yeah.
And whose is next? Matt's coming to get Cheryl's.
Yeah, Cheryl.
Will be the next one.
Yep. Hey, let me show you the plug-in we got over here for the power and the water and everything. Here's a water heater. Cheryl's water heater's in here. Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
This is the new plug
Oh,
we
there's
have.
the big. We're going to show
Now,
that.
see,
yeah.
this is a 30 amp. It's not as big around. She doesn't need a 50 amp. Here's her outdoor spigot, her water spigot. This is her filler hose. So that attach water to the house,
Yeah.
it's right here.
Are these
Just
standard?
screw it on. These are what we put on every house now.
Nice.
Outside plug. Is that not sharp?
Yeah.
Inside is your panel box. All your electrical and your water heater.
I use spray foam.
Spray foam insulated. Oh my. What don't we do? Oh, really? And we're the least expensive tiny home in the United States of America. I mean, and that is the truth. Apples for apples, bang, is it bang for your buck? We're the best.
Absolutely.
Mini split. Cheryl brought her beautiful stained glass and we incorporated it into her build.
Love it.
This home was done in 6 days. I don't have a light in here for everybody.
I know. We can just take a peek because they've seen Cheryl's. It ain't too bad.
Got that big ceiling fan. She's got 2 pendant lights here. We were waiting for her stuff to arrive.
Yeah.
So whenever it arrives, we told her.
Because he got lost everywhere.
We're going to throw it in for her and then she'll have it. She's what a sweet lady.
Very.
Yep. Massive.
Very sweet.
Massive. $18 feet long. We'll show it more once we get everything in there, you know. What's wrong? You losing signal?
No. I'm good.
All right. This is Eileen McKelvey. Let's see how she's doing. The cantilever with a 3-foot. Jaden built these stairs. Tom's boy.
Everybody's loving Jaden.
Oh yeah, look here. Now Eileen's house, super custom too. She had her house, she wanted that door, and I can see why. She had to have her door on her fender. See that? She had to have it there. So that's cool. You step down into the house. This is a wall right here. Solid wall with a door. This is her bathroom with these 2 windows. She has got a tub, just a tub that fits right here. Tub, washer and dryer, and a sink right here. And she's got sheetrock.
I was wondering what that was.
This is our first home with sheetrock. Isn't that cool? Loft up above for her child. And it's got a 2-foot cantilever. So you got 5 and then 6, 7 feet up here. It's a big bedroom. Stairs. The stairs will go up. There's be a ladder, and then stairs that goes up here. So that her little girl can go up here, and then she can go up there. You know, kitchen. I think this is her TV, and this is her kitchen. Kitchen sink, wrap around her own, her kitchen dining room area.
Nice.
Yeah.
And mini split.
Yeah,
up there.
mini split. Yep, and she's got sheetrock on this wall. It goes sheetrock all the way to the ceiling, and sheetrock up there. And then she got her yellow pine on the ceiling. That's it, folks. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, and what size is McKelvey's?
This is
8 by 18.
no, is it?
Yeah, hers is 18. Hers and Cheryl
18.
both is 18, 8
It's
by 18.
18 with a 2-foot cantilever.
Correct.
And then she's got this big box in the front too for storage. You know, yeah. You got the 2 lights up here. I swear I love these gutters. Look at Cheryl's guts. I love that white roof.
Oh, I do too. I didn't think I would, but
Yeah.
I really
And
do.
then see the gutter. We put a crease now in our gutters along the side to give it more rigidity. You know, it has
Right.
that wave out of it.
Right. That looks nice.
Yeah.
Great. It's a good show. A lot of information.
Man, I just feel like I'm going on too long. You know.
No, everybody's really enjoying it.
Man, I mean, I love showing what we're doing. I'm
No,
proud.
Michael said, great show. Thanks.
I'm proud of what we're doing. I'm proud of the fact that we're doing it. We just finished our 2nd year. You know, we're into our 3rd year. We're God, I can't remember how many homes now this will make. 67.
No, it's 70 plus now. We're
70
trying to
plus.
get it all counted.
And if we're on target, we're hoping to build within 12 months, starting a couple months ago. We're hoping to get 60 to 70 in a year if we can do that. We got so much to do. I'm so excited. Our emails have just went up. All of our emails and all that stuff. You know what's funny is we're getting more emails, right? More calls, more interest, and you can't find us on Google. We're on like the 10th page.
Not now. I mean, we've tweaked some things. John is a real whiz, and he's been helping Alyssa, and they've been working together, and things
Moving
are
up.
moving up.
But to think that we are not that present, our website is not that present out there. And listen, I've owned a resort. I've pumped money into marketing. I know about SEOs. We know about all this stuff. You know, we're so busy.
Yes.
That when we hired our web provider, or our website person, company, you know, we had assumed that the SEOs were going to go on for about 6 months and then we could take over. There was a misunderstanding somewhere where the SEOs were not instilled the way I thought they were. So we got behind, but our sales kept coming in.
But we still,
which is amazing.
it is amazing.
So our business is not built on our website. I really don't like, we have a lot of great photos and stuff, but when I go to competitors, I see that they got these professional photos and professional things, and we just don't have that. And our biggest reason why we don't is because these homes normally are being built and gone. They usually leave in the middle of the night. We're out here decorating at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning because they got to get on the road. Matt's got to get going, and we don't have time. And we have 3 and 4 right behind them. We're going, and we don't have time. And none of these homes are a model home that I can play, okay, this is our best of the best. And we don't do it. These are custom homes. You walk in there and you say, I don't like the way she did that, or I don't like the way that one looks, or I don't like this one. I wanted to incorporate. Now, this one I had here, it was going to be kind of a model home for us. And I sold it. I sold it because we got to keep paying the bills around here, you know. A lot of the companies I've seen, they got a model home and then they keep it for a year or two, and they try to sell it at $95,000. I'm selling these things for, you know what, starting out at 25. So most of them are 25 to 50. You know, 50's for the big ones, you know.
And the workshop.
Yeah, and our workshop, man, we had a mess of stuff. The communities, the workshop, the customs, and all the things, building a company and building and taking care of all these materials.
The jamboree.
And all the
The jamboree, trying to.
Good God.
We can't, me and Alyssa, our heads spin daily.
Yeah, and we're inventing a wood stove, we're inventing a water system, we're inventing a solar system, we're trying to package it and make it reasonable priced.
We can't do everything fast enough.
We got an RVIA certification already. Oh my God. That was all done within what, 4 to 6 months? Done.
Yeah.
And I told Sherry today I want 10 communities by this time next year.
And Randy walks in and wants t-shirts. We go, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, exciting, you know. And if Brandon Bellinger's listen, hey Brandon, he's up in Kansas. We're trying to maybe start a company, not a company, but trying to start a division of what we have here in Kansas. So Brandon and his buddies and his brother up on their family ranch, we're thinking about opening up a division up there, and we'd like to open one up out west and compete with the California market and really show them and not up our prices. We're going to stay like we are, you know, unless California slaps a big tax on us or something, which we will. And another thing, I talked to my accountant today. I want to let everybody know, when you do pay me cash, in the last 25% of cash of what you do, that is claimed as income tax. I pay tax on all my money. We get that because when you leave with this house, it's gone. And we have to have a guarantee payment when you leave. So that cash money, if I buy materials cash that saves money, that is claimed. So we're running a bona fide company, you know. So just wanted to let you know, and we're.
Because a lot of people ask the question, why cash, and why can't they pay it? Yeah.
Well, it's like, okay, if I travel all the way across the country, I don't want to get 100% of the money before I get there, because I think it's not right, because you haven't seen your product yet. You get it there, you may not like it. There may something be wrong with it, even though we got tons of videos. So what I do is when you get there, look it over, right? And then you give the last 25%. We try to, that'd be between 10 to 15 grand. And the reason is, if you, God forbid, and I love everybody, but if you give me a bogus check, I have no way of repercussions, none. I've already been ripped off for $5,900 locally from a family that I built a 10 by 32 home, big red one, took it up Sharps Chapel up here in Tennessee, parked it, tried to level it. It was 20,000 pounds. We don't level it. went back up, hooked up the water, hooked up everything we could possibly, everything they wanted to do to touch it up, and they refused to pay me $5,900.
Never paid.
Never paid. So that happened once, can't happen again.
Right.
I got to get paid. So, and I think everybody agrees with that. You know, I got the Arizona house. I donated over $10,000 of my own money, and still wanting me to do more work there. And I can't. That was a donated house. Now, the wood had shrunk on the inside and outside from this humidity to that humidity. I've offered to paint it, touch it up. We will fly to Arizona as soon as the wood acclimates. These flies are running everywhere. And then we will paint our house again. But other than that, I'm not giving any more money. That was a complete 100% donate. I don't have an attorney. I got a great guy. He hasn't even charged me yet. Then I get some advice from the people that was up here in Sharps Chapel, told me what to do. I could have pursued it. I'm not going to do it. And I'm not going to court. So anyway, that's what it was. There's some things that happen. I'm used to that. I've owned a resort, been in court, I've had my butt in the courtroom more than half a dozen times or more. You know, I'm not doing it here. We're going to have fun. We're going to run a good company. We're going to be honest with y'all. We're going to show you what's going on. We want you to just be honest back with us. We work together. Question? Good.
Jennifer said that was crap.
Crap. Who's crap?
All that with nobody, with them not
That was
paying.
crap?
That's crap.
Crap.
But she said crepe because she
Crap.
makes crepes.
Crap.
So
You don't say crap on
she made cute.
You don't say crap on TV.
No.
All right. We're good.
we're
I'm
good.
sweating. Got to go. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you Friday. Right?
Yes.
We may call it early
Unless
Friday.
yeah, whatever you want to do.
You know what? We may call it early Friday. Guys are tired. We had a workshop that was so long. So we may come to you maybe early Friday, about noon or something. I may let the guys go early instead of the show at 4. So, but they've been really working. Tom said, man, guys are just a little tired. So I think I'm going to give them a good 2.5 days off, and
Yeah.
we'll all just kind of just chill. So thank you so much for tuning in. I don't know how to express all of our guys. Thank you for everything. Spread the word. Have a blessed night.